Hey guys, what's up? My name's Vic Taylor and welcome to episode 27 of my Request Anything a Black Ops series. Today we are going to be doing MD94's loadout, which is the Spectre with extended mags, the CZ75 with extended mags, lightweight, sleight of hand of which I have the pro version of, and marathon. I have done one review of this gun before, that will be annotated in the bottom middle of the video at the beginning and end if you want to check it out. But to be honest, my opinion on this gun has not changed. It is a beast of a gun. It is something that goes out at night, transforms into a werewolf and murders young girls. Which isn't that's not really a good thing. Now that I think about it, now that I actually consider it and think about what I said, that really isn't a good thing. I wouldn't recommend you to murder young girls, unless you're a werewolf, which is then makes it fine. It's allowed if you're a werewolf or a vampire. I don't know where I'm getting all this from. I am not into any kind of that stuff at all. Twilight sucks. It fucking bites. That's a pun that I did not mean at all. I do apologise. Let's move on to the loadout. I ramble a little bit, don't I? A little bit is an understatement. But the Spectre. Apparently I was pronouncing its name wrong. Throughout the entire first review of this, I pronounced it Spectre, because I looked at the spelling and it's got an R-E at the end, which obviously means Spectra instead of Spectre. But obviously I'm an idiot and that's not how you pronounce the gun's name at all, and people corrected me quite vehemently. So I do apologise. I am now pronouncing it correctly. Spectre. If I have any slips, I'm sorry. I cannot help my stupidity. I mean, you can't cure that. There's no drugs for that. But the Spectre, baby. Oh ho ho, give me the money. This fucking gun just owns people's faces. It really does. It kills you so fast. It has so little recoil. I mean, you saw a couple of long-range kills to start off with, and oh, this is just the start. I mean, look at this. As long as you can get the accuracy down, it has so little recoil that you can just pump them full of bullets, and they will fucking drop to their knees and beg for their lives. I adore this gun. This was actually the gameplay that made me put this gun on one of my personal class loadouts that I use in my own time. Because I have 2 assault rifles and 2 SMGs, and then the request one, or the random class one that I have, because I haven't prestiged, so I've only got 5. And, oh, the Spectre just wants me to make babies with as many people as possible in as shorter amount of time as I can. It's just a wonderful, wonderful gun, and I would definitely recommend it, because I don't think that any of the SMGs has the range that this Spectre has. The Spectre. I'm sorry, I had another slip. Oh, you don't care how I fucking pronounce it, you really don't. It's a good gun. It's the Spectacles gun. Because whenever I hear Spectre, I automatically think of spectacles. Whenever I think of spectacles, I automatically think of an old man sitting by a fire in an old TV show telling me bedtime stories. Which is a whole nother problem, I think. It's just something in my psyche that I have to get rid of really quickly. This kid is so shit. How do you manage to be so shit? And I do apologise for picking up the Bamas, but it was the first gun I could find on the ground, and really it's the only gun that anyone uses now. So, I do apologise, but I really have no choice other than just falling off the map, or the cliff rather, and dying, which I'm not going to do, because I'm on a nice kill streak, and you guys don't want to see me kill myself. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. But I did use my secondary until it had run out of bullets, and I will do that if you give me a killable secondary, because I obviously can't run around with a Strela. I will use the bullets up in that before picking a weapon up off the ground, but if I need to, I will pick a weapon up, because otherwise it's pointless. It really is. But back to what I was saying, the Spectre. It's a beautiful gun. I love it, I adore it, I would definitely recommend it. And thank you for MD94 for recommending this gun to me, because otherwise I would not have it on my personal class loadouts, because I was still in PM63 mode when I did this gameplay. But a 51 and 11, which I believe this gameplay ends at, is a score that makes me put it on my personal class loadouts. I mean, I don't think that's too shabby all around. It's a gun that really, really wanted to be part of my life, and I therefore let it. Extended mags. Extended mags works perfectly on this gun, but either that or rapid fire would be interchangeable, I think. Personally, I have rapid fire on it because I have my extended mags on the MP5K, which I adore. Because the rapid fire, I don't know, I just really, really like it. Thinking about it, it's not really logical, because the MP5K is a much shorter range gun, so you should have rapid fire on that. But I don't give a fucking shit. Don't correct me on my logic brain, how dare you? And I remember this point in the match. I ran round the corner with my pistol, ready to own some bitches, and there were two guys there, and I basically just screamed over the mic, "Two guys? What the fuck am I meant to do with this with only a pistol?" Probably with a less high-pitched voice, because I know my voice is pretty high-pitched because I'm a girl and I don't want to annoy people, or deafen them, which, either way, it's pretty bad, I think. And I can't believe I didn't die there. I mean, someone's running around with the Olympia, which is a good reason why I didn't die there, but you get at what I'm saying. And I find it humorous how I remember so much out of these games, but I guess if I have a really good game like this one, I do remember them, which I think is, oh my goodness, I just got owned to the face. To the face, baby. Yeah, so that's why I remember it. The CZ75 with extended mags. This is the best attachment for this pistol, I think. I don't think that the fully auto really works, at least not for me. I still tap the trigger with it when I have full auto on, so I really don't think that it works for me. But I do prefer the Python, even though a couple of times when I pulled out my pistol during this gameplay, if I had the Python I would have died. So it's a toss-up. I just prefer the Python because it kills in 2 fucking shots, which is so overpowered. It is so ridiculously overpowered, and then you see these bitches running around with dual-wield Pythons, and you just despair at the world. Let me tell you, you use Ghost, you use Second Chance, you use the FAMAS, you use the Noob Tube on your FAMAS, and you use dual-wield Pythons. There is a name for this. Be creative, guys. Tell me what you think the name for this person is. Lightweight. If you hadn't seen before, I actually got Lightweight Pro in this gameplay. It was the last challenge that I had to do, and I don't really use Lightweight Pro much because I don't fall off any tall things. But it's nice to have. I have it on my MP5K Extended Mags class. That is my first blood and a majority rushing class, because with the Spectre Extended Expector, apparently, I don't even know. Expect the Spectre with your spectacles, which is something that you do not want to say when you're drunk. You really don't. Next time I am drunk, I will record myself trying to say that, and I will put it on YouTube, which is just basically suicidal. But that's what YouTube is, baby. That's what we're here for, apparently. Oh dear. But, because the Spectre with rapid fire, I actually like to sit back with it a bit like I'm doing here. I don't like to 100% rush into their spawn, and I don't know why, because usually with rapid fire you would, wouldn't you? But oh well, it's my logic again, and you can't defeat my logic because it's Vic Taylor's logic, and Taylor is awesome. Team Taylor, baby. I actually had someone in the lobby say Team Taylor versus another clan that was against this, and it made me so unbelievably happy that I felt sad and sorry for myself. It really did. But whoever said that, I fucking love you. I do. I adore you. Sleight of hand. I literally only use sleight of hand now for the quick reload because I don't need the better aim down sights time. I have good reactions. You know, it's all good. It's all cool. Marathon. I'm never going to get Marathon Pro because I hate CTF, but this is obviously a predominantly rushing class. I do hope to the person who requested this that I took care of your needs. I rushed enough and I didn't sit back too much, and I get prone blocked here, which is fucking stupid. Why do they put prone blocked in the game? It's a plant. It's blocking my way. It's a fucking plant. You think I can't move through leaves? You think I'm that, like, I'm made of metal or something? I'm not a metal soldier. I've checked. I've dived off roofs. I've dived off cliffs, to quote one of the random class videos from me. But, oh dear, dude. But the gameplay is actually coming to an end, which is surprising because I expected it to be longer than this. There is actually a host migration coming up because we're fucking raping them. I'm not even kidding. We're raping their asses hard and forcefully. And was that a 6-man napalm? Someone go back and tell me whether that was a 6-man napalm or not. If it's not 6-man, it certainly was 5-man. That was a brilliant napalm from Sony, or Steel, or whatever you guys know him as. He has a shooting and then a knifing account, which is why I sometimes play with different versions of him. He has multiple personalities, which is something awesome to have. Which, schizophrenia, I think, is the word for that. But overall, the class, I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and I actually just realised why the gameplay is coming to an end, because the thing scrolled by next to me, and it paused slightly because I didn't have the second half of the gameplay added into the video, which I have now. It'll be a slight delay, so I can't comment on anything else in the video because otherwise it will be out of time. Don't you just love the way that I plan and the way that I set up this channel? Don't you just fucking love it? I am so organised. I am organised until the cows come home, baby. And I mentioned that in a previous video, and I just occurred to me, if you don't know what that means, it's just an English saying, and I'm not even sure I know what it means, or if it's actually an English saying, but I'm rambling now. So I love this class, I love this gun, I would definitely recommend it. Just put it on, try it out. You will be amazed, baby, at its effectiveness. You really will, and you cannot tell me that that grenade did not follow me. It'll be a little out of time for you guys, but that grenade followed me. It had evil intentions. And see, the pythons, the dual-wield pythons. No, no, I don't want. I don't want.